Hi, welcome back to another online lesson. This is lesson 2.3 and we're going to divide percents and decimals. So here we go. Percents as decimals. First thing you're going to do is you're going to divide by 100, but there's a much easier way to do it. Instead of dividing, we are just going to move the decimal places 2 places to the left. Now let me show you what I mean. So here I have 75%. We want to know, what does that look like as a decimal? So right now, the decimal point is here, right? After the whole number. 75, 75%. And I'll just rewrite it here. Right now, the decimal point's here. If we want to turn it to a percent, or to a decimal, we're going to go boom, boom, 2 places, and we are left with decimal point 75. A good way to remember it is, see my percent sign, how it has 2 of the little circles? That reminds us we have to move it 1, 2 places. So again, if you're going to do percent to decimal, just move your percent 2 places to the left. Let me show you with this. Here I have 8%. So I'll just rewrite it here. 8%. Now, as we move it, we're going to move it 2 places. We're going to move it 1, we're going to move it 2. Fill in my 0, boom. So now, 8% written as a decimal is just decimal point 0.8. So once again, just move it 2 places, 1, 2, and you're good. Some people say it's like the little dots running away 2 spaces. Yeah, and that's fine. However you remember. If you're turning it to a percent, move it 2 spaces to the left. Okay. I got one more thing to show you. Oh, before I show you. These 2 right here, 12% and 3%, I want you to do those 2 on your own. If you're not sure how to do it, just go back and rewatch how I did those. 2 spaces to the left, and you're good. Okay. Here we're going to do decimals as percent. So this way we're going to do it opposite. I'm going to give you a decimal, and it's got to be your job to turn it into a percent. So here I have the rule where you can multiply by 100, or easier is to move the decimal point 2 places to the right. Okay, it's almost like we're creating the percent sign. So here I have decimal point 38. We're going to move it not to the left, but to the right this time. And we're going to go 1, 2 spaces, and we're going to use it to create my percent sign. So it is 38%. Again, notice with this one here, there's no percent sign, so we have to turn it into a percent. We're going to move it 2 places to the right. 1, 2. And put my 0 there. And now my decimal point's there. So now decimal point 5 becomes 50%. These 2 here, you guessed it. You got to do those 2 on your own. One more thing. You may come across a word problem or 2. And here's an example of a word problem. In a recent study, decimal point 92 or 92 hundredths of American students do their homework. What percent is equivalent to decimal point 92 or 92 hundredths? So, it's basically just asking 92 hundredths, what percent is equivalent to that? So basically it means turn that into a percent. We can do it. Move the decimal point 1, 2, and it is 92%. That's all for now. Some people yell at me for throwing the marker, so I guess maybe I'll throw the eraser.